on here again, eating my dinner because I'm having a dinner, because I'm unbothered by this. But while I'm sitting here eating my dinner, I'm just like thinking about, why are these people so fucking dumb? And why do they keep trying to disturb my peace? I am at peace, and they're trying to make me into a violent person so that they can rightfully evict me without having to make repairs to my apartment. They want to create a situation in which I yell and scream in the hallway that will allow them to say that I'm the bad guy. I'm not going to do that. So what I'll do is just very much so factually document the things that happen. Very factually. It can be proven. I have 24/7 video. Whether they think they can see the ground or not, you can watch me clean it up. You can watch that it didn't come off of my shoes. Amongst the things that happened, that's very specifically why James did not enter my apartment. He doesn't want to be blamed for it. He is the actual on-site manager. I don't know who Gabriel is from this, that, or the other. I don't know him. I don't know if that's even his real name. I believe that they're using a list of actors, right? Very similar to like maybe a casting call by, just hypothetically, William Morris Entertainment. Hypothetically, maybe, possibly. It's just random people that have been told to do things in order to try to brainwash me. You can't brainwash me. I'm too smart for that. What I think is happening is, like yesterday, I went about my day. I did not talk to a single person. They didn't get their voice file. They didn't get their angry voice file because they're not going to get it. Despite having people set up in the aisle, like they knew I was going to get super glue, so they had people set up in the aisle to, one, steal things, and then two, try to approach me and make conversation with me. I don't want to talk to people, specifically because of the large number of people in Los Angeles that are harassing me. And this is not made up. You saw how quickly I identified the powdered sugar. I'm telling you, everything is as I see it. Everything is as I say it. It's not delusions. It's not... Go back. If you were to find these people, put your cell phones, do your little trace or whatever, you will find that these are loser people. These are people who are either confidential informants or drug addicts or just broke otherwise. They're not intelligent. So, it may be what I suspect. And no offense to special ed kids, but some of these kids are put in special ed because they're abused by their parents. They don't have the ability to function on a normal level. They think I was special ed maybe, and they got it mixed up. I'm not a special ed kid. I'm very intelligent. My learning disability is like a management thing, executive functioning management. I have trouble managing and regulating my body temperature. There are certain things about me that I know that I have trouble doing. But thinking accurately, factually, cognitively, with integrity is not one of them. So I will stand in court. None of these claims, you guys have to use thousands and thousands of people to create a narrative about me, and I'm one single person. So, it's designed to disrupt my eating pattern. It's designed to make me ill. It's designed to force me into illness. Right now, when I took a poop, it looked like I had a worm in my poop. And then there's skin cells being shed either from my vagina or when I'm peeing. It looks like it's period piss, but it's pee. It's not period, right? So like I'm bleeding from my vagina, my urinary tract. I want to go to a doctor, but based off of how steadily I'm being harassed, it's no way. There's no way I'm going to go to a doctor because people I should trust, people that should be leaving me alone. I've paid rent monthly for 11 years. there should be no reason for me to be harassed. They're trying to use me for nefarious reasons. They're not getting what they want out of me, so they continue and continue and continue. Today was an example. I noticed when Gabriel was in here, he took a photo, right, of something in my apartment. I believe it was my dirty clothes basket. They are looking for my dirty underwear. Dirty underwear will be used in part of a setup. Everything, it's not paranoia. Whether it is paranoia or not, they are making it seem like it. They want me to talk about it. They're annoying. Stay out of my apartment. Fix the shit properly. Right? Because what I think, like, I don't even have powdered sugar in my apartment, first of all. So, for the microscope to tell me that it's powdered sugar, and for me to remember that every time something strange in my apartment happens, it's always after someone has entered it through an apartment call. I can go to my journal and look and compare it to any of these entry dates, notice of entry dates, and there will always be an event. Last time it was like a little, it looked like bike chain grease or oil on my white corduroy skirt that maybe resembled mold. I don't think it was. So the question is there really or isn't there mold in my apartment? Do they want me to continue to make these claims? I don't even care to sue you guys. I think that you guys should suffer the fucking lame ass lives that you were set here on earth to live. I don't give a shit about you. There's no energy stealing from me. I can look at you like, oh, what a pitiful life. So the more you continue to try, you're going to get me to talk about you. Go ahead, press your charges, do whatever. I'm not a little rich girl. You're not going to get shit out of me. Maybe you might be happy if you make me homeless, but I'm smart enough to not be. Right? And I'm smart enough to be happy homeless. So if you're upset about your situation or your lack of money or your lack of parents or your lack of discipline, that's you. It has nothing to do with me. Another thing I noticed, I think it may have been when he was like putting the powder sugar, I don't know. But just like there's little distractions that occur. Behavior was completely odd. Nervousness, gaslighting. We're just going to that's all we can do is put nails in it. No, you fucking can't. You have to take all those boards up. How? If this was a house and this was my house, I would remove those first 3 tiles in my kitchen, at least those first 3, because I know they're right. I'd probably discover more, 4, 5, 6 of them. The ones in the bathroom, the entire wooden floor, all of that has to come up. Every single piece of motherfucking drywall that is connected to the hallway, the bathroom, and the kitchen has to come out. That is not a 4-hour motherfucking correction. They're hoping that I'm dumb or just not caring enough. No, I care about my apartment more than I care about you guys fucking with me. You guys can fuck with me all you want. I'm smarter than you. And it proves it today. It proves it today because it took but 2 seconds for me to understand what you were trying to do at the door when I said, can you put these plastic bags on your feet? And Gabriel looked at me like, I don't want to because I had other plans. Right? So what that leads me to believe when I see the 2 moon-shaped heel size right in the center of my fucking living room on floorboards that have gaps and stuff in them, that leads me to believe that it was very intentionally, that powder was very intentionally put there with the intention of me not noticing it, or with the intention of me noticing it and losing my shit over it. I'm so thankful I got a microscope. Right? Without a microscope, I wouldn't be able to put it under the microscope, look at the crystals on the slide, and realize these guys are motherfucking idiots. If I was a criminalist, you would be in jail right now. But that's the other part of it. This is a conspiracy, and there are police involved, which is why you feel so confident that you're not going to go to jail. There's one thing that I am not saying because that does have the potential to ruin your life. But it's what I believe everybody in your network is. right? So I was tasked with whatchamacallit, if you're playing with me in that manner, you either have a deal already with police, or you are similar to me where you don't care what happens. If you don't care what happens, hi, only one Carly distraction. How are you? If you don't care what happens, why don't you move on to someone else? You don't move on to someone else because no one else is as smart. It's not as fun. I'm not fun for you to play with if I'm gonna put you in jail every time you fuck with me. Every time you fuck with me. So while he was in my apartment, he got a call about having to make a payment. Then he got a call about having to make another payment. I believe that was a distraction to make it so that I don't focus on his heels, but it was also like a side slight because last month I paid my mom $2,000. I owe my mom probably $3,000 this month. Right? And so he's talking about, oh, they just want me to pay my mom. They want me to have no money so they can do more bullshit. I have access to a credit card. It doesn't matter if I have no money in my bank. The access to the credit card is financial control. My mom has financial control over me because she has to see everything that I spend money on if I use her credit card. If I have money in my bank, I have the ability to buy shit that she doesn't know about. So that means this is really a federal investigation then. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not who you think I am. You guys are waiting for me to go do something stupid or crazy. I'm doing neither one. I'm eating pasta right now. Another thing I realized, they're like, because I've had to tape my fridge and freezer shut because it will just open on its own sometimes. The reason being, ozone deteriorates rubber. I don't know how long they've been blasting my shit with ozone or electric frequencies or whatever the fuck. They're doing that to keep the mold at bay because they're trying to fuck around with me. They're trying to make me crash out. They're trying to make me do some stupid shit. So that's the reason why my fridge and freezer do not stay shut and they have fucking 6 pieces of tape on them keeping them shut. Who allows this type of investigation to go on? What is it that I've done that makes you think you're going to catch me doing something else? Absolutely nothing, right? All I can do, I'm not purposely not cleaning my floor because I'm waiting for the county to come and do what the fuck is right. Do what the fuck happens to other people who fucking pay rent, pay taxes. You guys want me to pay my mom so I have no money so you can do more bullshit. You're trying to bleed my mom dry out of money. I don't want to. I don't want to use her money. I want to use my money. If I have to pay her, I owe her. I'm not, I want to be independent. I don't want to have a dependence on my mom. Right? Because eventually there will come a day when I don't have her assistance. And if you guys continue to force me to have to rely on her, I will never be independent. Right? So instead of worrying about you guys, I'll just focus on, maybe I will go even voluntarily make myself homeless. You guys still won't leave me alone though. Right? That's how much I could give up to not give a fuck about you guys. That's how much I want to be left alone. So, if a particular person really likes playing with me, what are you going to do if I don't live here anymore? What are you going to play with? You're going to have to find another way to play with me. And you won't. Because the next thing, the cameras are going to get shut off. So then you will not have access to me. Right? If that's what you guys are hoping for, it can be done immediately. And then I get to go back to living a normal fucking life. With you guys still trying every bit as much as you fucking possibly can to try to annoy me, and you don't, because I can see how stupid you are. Give me a second. I'm gonna go have more probiotic. So what this is I went to Costco yesterday, and because I don't have my little shopping cart for them to look in, they wanted to see all the shit that I got. So instead of tomorrow being the day that they fucked around, because they knew they're not going to comply. They knew they had no plans on complying with whatever the county is, because they know that the county, they have inside people, I bet. I'm just putting the tape back on my fridge. Forgive me. I bet, I'm willing to bet, for them to be so confident in how they do this, for Drake to have as many cases as they do that are in litigation. They have higher up friends. They are part of a network of people, possibly Freemasons. I'm going to say it because I don't care. You killed Hayden Panettiere, right? I just watched some of that, and it said that they said she died of an overdose or something. I don't believe that for people. For as good as she was, for where she came from, what she did, her accomplishments, more likely postpartum depression. But I also feel like you guys are able to, especially when I see the story coming from TMZ, because TMZ is just paparazzi with a lawyer. You guys are able, your network is so large that you guys are able to make anybody look any type of way. You're not going to make me look at, you can make me look a type of way. I don't care. I don't, you're not going to have people out there telling you true stories about me, because nobody really fucking knows me. It's like one or two people who really know me. So whatever happens to me in my life or in my death, I don't care. You don't care. Nobody fucking cares. So if you wanted to, you would, and you can't for whatever reason. Somebody said you can't. So as long as you guys continue to play jokey, haha, I'm going to continue to not care. I'm going to continue each time one of you comes into my presence, level up, make my life better. You are trying so hard to prevent me. Here's what happened today. Here, I'm going to explain to you what was supposed to happen in your eyes, like what you guys had planned on doing, versus what actually happened, okay? I am a whistleblower, right? It's supposed to be a protected class. A protected class of people, because I have come forth with the truth against people who are doing crimes against other people. And I'm not supposed to be retaliated against, but that's exactly what people do, and that's exactly why you have to use the network that you're using. On many occasions, right? I've come forth with the fucking truth, because before I became a ward of the state, I got hit by my mom. I got disciplined by my mom in the car on the way to court one day. And one of the words she said to me was something about integrity. And that stuck with me ever since then. So everything I do, despite being in a world full of evil people, warlocks, motherfucking people that have, like, how do you waste your time and your energy and focus on somebody? You have a crush on me. Get over it. You're obsessed. I'm trying to be as nasty as I fucking possibly can to make you leave me alone. Don't like me. Don't like me. right? It's not going to make me want to dress up. It's not going to make me want to get cute. And what you're doing is for women and your future women, the future women that you want to look at, you're making them like me because they realize who you are. They're going to choose the bear, right? You're not going to get pussy. In the end, when I think back to the Palantir guys who said something about angry cat lady or whatever the fuck he said, something about a bunch of fucking childless cat ladies. Yeah, that's all you're gonna have to choose from, and they don't want to choose you, so you're just gonna be closet gay, right? You're gonna be praying for a woman, but all you can get is men, and that's it. And that's how you guys, your society has turned society gay. And there's nothing wrong with being openly gay. There's nothing wrong with being closet gay if you're not harming people. But if you're a closet gay harming people, you are the scum of the earth. You are the problem in this world. And that's what I feel like I'm dealing with. A whole bunch of closet gays. They swear they love women and they do everything to bring us up in conversations with other men. But their conversation turns into how they harm or torture or hurt women. So you're not a man and you don't like women. You're just a bitch. That's just what every time you guys come and fuck with me, I feel so sad for the human race. Right? It's a bunch of guys with no kids who wanted kids so they could abuse them like how they were abused. No, I sound like this because it's years of this. This is not, this didn't just happen today. It's been 10 years of this, living in this apartment building. It's been 20 or 30 years of it for the past 30 years of my life, let's say, right? That I noticed since I was like 10 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. This goes back before I ever lived in California even. It has ties to my father being in the Air Force, Army, National Guard. Well, my father, I don't know if he comes across as a sadistic person or a person who commits SAR. When I think about things that happen, that's exactly what it is. Why would my mom leave him? My mom left him because he didn't know how to treat her. But between the two of them, they were set up to breed the children that they had. They had two children that contribute greatly to the criminal justice system, but in a bad way. And then they have me, that's the opposite end of the spectrum. Right? I was set up to do bad things, but my conscience said, no, I have a conscience. I have a conscience, and I also understand that death is inevitable. So what are you willing to die for? It's not rough. It's life. I just can't believe that this shit is happening. Like, listen, okay? I got 3 notices for apartment compliance, right? One for the 14th. Nobody showed up. Wasted at least 4 hours of my day, if not more, because their intention is to get access to my apartment when my cameras are off so I can't see the bullshit that they do. My cameras will always be on if there's ever a notice on my door. Whether I'm home or whether I'm not. At this point, I don't even care to be home. You guys are going to put powdered sugar on my floor, try to throw roaches in here. I can get rid of all those things. I'm not worried about it. Including mold. You guys spread mold around the place, turn off fucking devices, break shit. It's whatever. You guys are trying to hurt people's wallets. You're hurting. You're the broke one. So, no, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything but make you guys look real stupid, and it makes me get this much closer to sending some shit to the criminal, what is it? It's a Department of Justice, because this is a civil rights crime. Right? I'll blow all the fucking whistles until somebody does something. Because if you don't do something and someone figures it out, eventually somebody with money is going to be like, let's look into this. Why is this happening? Maybe I can have Nick Shirley look at it. Maybe I can have, who's the other kid? There are people out there with good intentions. Um, it is, I think it's so funny that Governor Newsom, and I hope Nick Shirley thinks it's funny too. Governor Newsom called him Slow Shirley, and he's just like, the fuck does that mean? Right? He's not slow at all, you idiot. You're mad because he caught your ass. Slow Shirley. You only insult people, right? So let me think about it before I say it, because I'm insulting you guys like a motherfucker right now. You insult people when they get under your skin. So that's why I've turned to insults. It's not because you're winning. It's because I want nothing more for than you guys to stop and move on with your lives. But for whatever reason, you guys are so involved in mine. And I'm just like trying to figure out, what is it in my life that is so, makes them so curious? Do they want to see what's in all these boxes so bad? They want me to throw my shit away. Well, I don't want to walk in the hallway, so this shit will stay in here until you clean the fucking hallway. I'm not going to walk back and forth and track fucking mold all throughout the building. I go through the hallway as necessary. That's how dirty the building has become. Literally, I'm trapped in my apartment because of the fucking mold in the hallway. My stuff is not necessarily damaged by the mold, which means I have every possibility to get it out of here, but I can't because there's mold in the hallway. I left a petri dish. I'll show you later. Right now it's growing. On top of my refrigerator where my paper towels are. Paper towels contribute to motherfucking mold spore mess more than you ever fucking know. I don't know if the paper towels themselves have mold on them. That could be part of the New World Order. Right? They just like, as they're assembling, this is hypothetical. Don't take my word for this. I'm not going to say the brand, but it's a major name brand one. They're just like taking the paper towels as they make them, because think about what paper is. It's compressed pulp. Pulp, how? Water. You use water to compress the pulp. Well, once you put it through an oven and dry it out, the mold's not going to grow anymore because it's dry. So when you pull a paper towel, however many particles separate from that roll of paper towels, you're like amazed. I'm amazed. I know, like, that's not, it is dust, it's paper towel dust, but how did that petri dish get so full of that shit and start growing at that? It's not just ambient dust or dust that just fell on the petri dish. It is growing. So that lets me know two things. There's mold present within my kitchen, in the atmosphere, in the air. And the paper towels do not fucking help. So we gotta find a way. I'm just gonna spray down fucking vinegar on everything and just let it sit, and that's it. But that also destroys rubber. That's all you guys are doing, is destroying insulation. You're destroying insulation, cooling and heating services. You're trying to make everyone's life a living hell. You're the only one living in hell. That's what sadistic ritual abuse is. They want everyone to live in the hell on earth that they're living in. Well, if you came out of the closet, you wouldn't be in hell anymore, because you wouldn't have this big, dark, cloudy secret over your head. If you, for those of you who touch children, if you stop doing that, you wouldn't have to try to find other people who are like you. But what is the saddest part is there's so many of you. That's the saddest part. And I feel like the confidential informant program has been co-adapted into like a pedophilia gang, where other pedophiles identify, you guys have like a symbol or something and you identify each other, and then like a higher up will come and approach you and say, well, if you could get this whistleblower arrested, we'll give you $10,000. Because they're trying to take down our pedophile network. I have enough already to put you in jail. But the reason it doesn't happen is because law enforcement is involved. That's the reason it doesn't happen. right? If I go and make a complaint to a police officer and that complaint turns into the police officer trying to escalate the situation in a manner in which he will be able to put me into handcuffs and in the back of his car so that they can then go on and rape and abuse me, that's the system. They see me as a ward of the state still. You don't own me. Maybe that's what that song's about. You don't own me. Stop trying to fuck with me, little bitch. Right? And then after they left, they said I have one of the, I don't believe it. I don't believe that I have one of the cleanest apartments. I believe that there's areas of my apartment that are clean. There's areas of my apartment that need help cleaning. Some of those areas, if I got rid of shit, would be easier to clean. But I very specifically don't want you guys to have a single fucking thing of mine. So that means destruction of everything before it goes to the trash. That means I'm maybe sitting here waiting for that shit to grow mold on it so that you guys get to live the life that you set up for me. Because I'm already at peace with losing all of this shit. So it's not like it's in here because I'm trying to hold on to it. It's in here because I don't feel the need to fucking stir up mold spores in the hallway. That's it. Because what happens every time I go outside, when I get back in my apartment, I have to take a shower. I have to change my clothes. That creates more laundry. I don't want to do more laundry. So while I was going to go out tonight, my preference is to go out when the sun's up. Or I may go out in 15 minutes. You never know. I'm going to make you guys wait because you're fucking losers. You got 15 minutes for your voice file. Is this it? You're not going to see me in 15 minutes. You're not going to see me in 30, maybe 45. Wait. Have a good night. Sleep deprivation on you guys. I'm going to sleep like a baby and then let you guys wake me up. Right. My whole entire life after leaving my mother's house, I have not used an alarm clock because alarm clocks are intrusive. I wake up on time based on my body's knowledge of what time it is. But for the last 10 years or so, I don't know how long you guys have been with me as far as B2K is concerned. Maybe like only 3 because my teeth. I think it has a lot to do with my funny colored teeth. There's like little radio frequencies within my teeth. So maybe for like the last 3 or so years, since 2022, 4 years. Right? Yeah, that's right before I took my little medical mental health vacation, you guys called it. I went to the dentist in like August, and then September they got me fucked. And since September of 2022, these people think every fucking time that I stop talking or every time that I meet one of their criteria for whatever it is that their plans are for me, that they're going to be able to do something to me, but they can't. This isn't crazy. I watched this girl, Hayden. She was my fucking superhero. As much as I don't even know it. Right? Everything about her, I wonder what her life was like. She's a child actor. Finding out that she's a child actor, you know her shit was fucked up. You know that somebody along the way took advantage of her in a way she will never tell anybody. She doesn't have a chance to tell him anymore because she's dead. So maybe she got to a chapter in her book where she revealed too much information. And they had to take her out before she fucking let it go. So watch out for these celebrity deaths. You know? I do have a happy life. That's why you guys keep trying to fucking change my fucking shit. Right? That's what the purpose of getting rid of the mold. It was somebody's idea to get rid of my fucking shopping cart because it bothered them that I'm able to get groceries. They don't want me to be able to eat. Because if I can't eat, that makes my immune system, that makes it so I have to eat fast food and bullshit. That's why I say it's demonic people. They want me to sink to their level. I will never eat the bullshit because one, it requires someone else to prepare food, mystery food for me. None of that sounds good. Um, Two, it costs more money than I have to spend on food, what I have allocated. Back in the day when you used to be able to get a meal for like $7, maybe you might have caught me eating fast food, but since prices went up, $10, $16, $16, I'm gonna go to California Chicken Cafe and get something healthy. I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm not. If you see me go there, maybe I wanted a hamburger. Who cares? That's my business, not yours. But when they're charging $7 or $8 for a motherfucking hamburger, and I just spent $40 on hamburger patties, I am gonna eat at home. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna get fast food. I'm gonna make that shit myself. It took me less than an hour to make my dinner tonight. So the whole time you guys are sitting there like, is she gonna go outside? Is she going outside? I am going outside in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or I might go to sleep. Because opportunity costs, you know? As long as I'm here at 8 o'clock so that you guys, when you try to come in, enter my apartment illegally, just because you guys served a notice to make repairs I did not ask for and I rejected via email, I need to make sure that I'm here by 8 a.m. so I can tell you to get the fuck out of here. Right? You missed your chance to comply. If you wanted to comply, you would have done so on Friday when you fucked that shit up. Right? And then the other thing is, we just want her to pay her mom. We want her to pay her medical bills. Whatever the fuck you want me to pay. It's not your money. I want to pay my mom too. That's the only person I want to pay. But the reason she hasn't been paid yet is because you guys keep doing fuck shit to me. And I never know if I have to spend $3,000 on some shit. You guys are scared. You think I'm going to buy a gun or something. That's why you want me to pay my mom, little pussy ass fucking bitches. Right? That's all it is pussy ass bitch. I already told you I don't need a gun. Like this person said, I have enough anger, right? It's not anger. You sound like you would fight me and beat me. I don't plan on any of that. I plan on standing my ground. Right? It's 50-50. You win or I do, right? And based off of how quickly I found out that was motherfucking powdered sugar, you're losing. It didn't take me much longer. I heard you guys outside of my door when I woke up because I heard you guys. And I checked my phone because they got a spyware on my phone where they got to check all my fucking emails and report back to who the fuck I last emailed and what's going on in my life. Not talking to anybody, bitches. It's like a network of idiots that are like, how does she know? How does she know? It's your energy. It's because you're stupid. It's because you guys keep doing shit to people that you think would change how your life is. Stop doing foul shit to people. Oh, you got 3 minutes to get a voice file. How much do you have to pay? $2,000? Why was he looking in my fucking laundry basket like that? I don't even keep my underwear in there. I gotta lock them up special because you guys made me fucking realize that my coochie underwear is gold. My stem cells is gold. We can stay on the live all night if that's what you want. Right? It's funny to hear you guys sitting in the hallway waiting, coming from whatever apartment it is that you were just in, because you're trying to fucking see what I'm doing. You want to meet me on the stairs or something so you can try to pretend to fucking harass me. It's not harassment. Well, it is harassment, but now I know what it is, and I just avoid looking at you. You're not stealing my energy. Right? You know how much I just refueled. I'm eating. Did you have dinner tonight? What did you eat? Wingstop? Pizza? Chicken skin? So, today, what you did was maybe the stupidest thing ever. I don't know how. All I can think is your brain doesn't work right. Like, you see money more than you see how you fucking look stupid. Either that, or you've committed a crime and you're trying so desperately not to pay or do the time for it because somebody said that instead of you serving your time, we'll pay you to be a confidential informant and get someone else to serve time. So how many days has gone by where you haven't been able to get this angry voice file? I told you I'm trying to hold out till 2036. By then you should all be dead. Right? Because you're not going to make it. Not in the condition that you're in. My first thing is to check body shape. Right? Before I become bothered, before I become so bothered by something that someone says or does to me, look at their fucking body shape. If their shape is not in any kind of good shape, don't be bothered by it. Right? If the person trying to taunt you, make you aggressive or angry, is not in any kind of good physical shape, if they got bitch tits, soy boy bitty titties, whatever, that's not anybody you should ever let bother you. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with having soy boy titties or bitch titties, but like, I seen a guy and I felt bad because I wanted to say something so bad, but he was working out. And you really cannot say shit about people who are working out because they're doing the work. But I feel like maybe it would be helpful to let him know, right? If you eat soy, all that working out is for no good reason. Soy should not be part of your diet if you're trying to lose weight. Either should sunflower oil. Right? Every now and then I have sunflower oil because it's unavoidable. Not because I'm not paying attention. I went from a size 12 to a size 6 straight off of not eating sunflower oil alone. The simple fact that I can still hear you guys talking to me lets me know that your brain doesn't work right. If you want to talk to me, put some shit in the comments so you're not a ghost. Otherwise, if your intention is for women to see you and hear you and want to speak to you, the fact that you're doing this shit anonymously means that they never will. It means they never will. So, if you're of the kind that's trying to procreate and reproduce and you're sad on life because bitches don't like you, well, stop hanging out with people that tell you that this shit is a good idea. The second, I can swear to you, if what you want is to not be lonely and to find a mate or whoever, first of all, it's not going to be me because none of you guys are good enough. Second of all, shit, I might have broke that. I think I did. Second, you guys are so silly. I'm gonna look at my microscope and look at some more shit around my house and see if I can guess correctly by asking AI, what the fuck is this? And then making my guess. Because that's way more fun than talking to any single one of you. Right? You know what that does for me? What that does for me is it lets me know that what that does for me is it lets me know that I'm a desirable person to be around. So desirable that a whole network of people has had to they're pretending to try to get under my skin just because they want a chance to interact with me that they'll never ever get. I don't care for negative attention. I don't care for any attention for that matter. So if people thought like maybe the way I look, the way I do things, only reason I'm on the live right now is because I believe in criminal justice, and I think that it's very important to document shit like this because somebody's going through it and they may very well not make it out if they don't know what's real and what's not. So my use of YouTube and talking shit to you and doing all of this is not to appease you. It's not even for my own benefit. It's not because I'm lonely or want to talk to people. It's simply for the fact that I'm trying to save people's lives. Because it's a lot of dark, evil stupidity around me. So, yeah, all that shit did was nothing. All that shit did was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, it's silly. Motherfucking powdered sugar. I'm gonna laugh for probably the rest of my life at that shit. And, like, I wonder, right, what... I think all of you have been abused. Anybody doing this shit is part of the Epstein files. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's not just Allie. It's not just all of you guys have come into contact with someone who's part of this network. Whether it be Epstein, whether it be Puffy Combs, whether it be motherfucking whoever it is out there that's nasty like this. Because there's a lot of people out there who just want to be seen, just want to be heard, just want to be recognized, just want to be known. That's where people go when they want to be a celebrity. Like, you guys are clout chasers, and I've identified that, and I have no need to feed into it. But I'll stay on this because, oh, we made it past midnight. I guess I could go now. Because you didn't get your photo. You didn't get your outfit. I didn't go outside today. Did you win on that one? No, because you need me to go. This is twofold. It's fucking fucked up. You need me to go outside. You need to see me. You need to fucking report back proof of life, right? Because the person who sent you up to try to intimidate me is paying you to report proof of life, and you are trying to They want your reports to say that I'm intimidated, I'm scared, I'm paranoid, I'm acting crazy, I'm stinky. They want all of those things. I smell like garlic, bitch. And I haven't brushed my teeth in like a month. That's a lie. That's a lie. I have brushed my teeth more than a month ago, but it's been quite a while since I've like really gotten in there with the toothbrush. I feel fine still. If it's plaque that kills me, so be it. Right? That's better than you guys. Everybody, so that's the thing. I'm not the S word, but I would rather do it on my own free will than allow you guys to do it to me. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather a kamikaze, bitch. I'd much rather be the one to self-destruct before I let you abuse me like how you've been abused. So you can stand at my door and act as funny as you want while your friend comes in here with the powdered sugar in his socks and then tries to make me paranoid, but he doesn't because there's no underwear in there. There's no Ethernet connection for you. I'm not moving all that shit unless you're coming in here and tearing out the whole floor. Opening up the roof. Think about how you said that. Think about how it sounds. The black mold that I suspect, I've already told you, is in the ceiling. It's in that crawl space between upstairs and my apartment. And the only thing that you've mentioned in your remediation is opening up the motherfucking black mold area. You didn't really talk much about repairing the other shit. So what does that sound like to me? You're trying to force more mold to spread throughout my apartment so you can then further control me and then wish and try and hope that you're going to get me to move out. If I've lived here 10 years, there's no way. You should have done this 5 years ago. Oh, you tried. Right? And then 5 years ago, all I could think was, there is no fucking way somebody's going to be able to force me to do shit. I cannot even force myself to do shit. So, I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. And here we are today, same fucking shit. My life's better, for that matter. Right? For people who hate me, so you don't hate me. If you guys have the ability to make my life better, you guys are fucked up backwards. It's Wednesday every day. If your intention, you know what does more damage to me? When you leave me the fuck alone. But you can't, because you got to keep checking back. You got to keep checking onto my Instagram story to see if I said anything about your ass. You got to keep checking my Facebook to see if I mentioned anything about how horrible my life is. You know why oh my gosh, and that's what you guys liked. And that's why it's so funny. That's why this world is so fucking strange. The way I see use of social media, I'm like, well, I want to be different. I don't want to be like all those people who only tell you about the good times in their lives. I want to tell you about every single bad time. I'll tell you about a couple good times. You don't get access to everything though. Good times are mine because you guys try to ruin good time. So if I only post bad times and you guys try to ruin bad times, what does that do? Makes my life better. Like ruin a bad time? Yeah, sure. Tell me the store's closed 30 minutes before they really close. Okay, I don't have to go there. You just saved me $200. Right? Everything you do improves my life. You are the ones who are dependent. You are the ones who could not make it if somebody told you that shit. You are the ones who would fiend and go back and try to fucking, but are you sure? Not me. Whether or not somebody is lying, if there's somebody out there who doesn't want me to have something, I don't need it. Right? Oh, it's better for you. I can share. That's the whole thing. People try to paint this narrative of me not being a person who can share. Like, for example, I can think back to going to Johnny Rockets and Jessica Fuchs asking to share my fucking milkshake. Of course, you get 2 cups with a milkshake, right? But my whole thing is, I ordered a milkshake because that's what I wanted. I wanted the whole fucking milkshake. I even said, I will get you your own milkshake because I don't want to share with you. Right? Maybe she was trying to give me the thing on my mouth. Right? I don't know. Right? How much of a setup has life been? And then the whole thing is you guys are trying to stress me out because you think I have a compromised immune system or something. I don't. That's the importance of eating good food. I have my brain still functions so well. It's like you need fuel, bitch. Instead of going on your fucking crazy ass walk right now where these people are gonna try to harass you as you try to go do the shit you have to do, better idea would be eat food now so that you could wake up later, go out in the daylight, get some vitamin D, and motherfucking have a great day. Whereas you guys are night dwelling turtle ninja turtle fucking pizza eating creatures. You spend all your night up trying to watch me sleep. I'm about to go to sleep in a few minutes. I might wake up in a few minutes too, but it has nothing to do with your ass. The only time it has something to do with your asses is after 4 a.m. because my cat's gonna wake me up anyway. Right? Cat's gonna be like, meow, 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 bitch. Speaking of, I gotta check on her water. Fucking shit. Things I'm not doing. Listen to your asses. Oh no, it is a big oh no. Yeah, the late night walk by the door. Ooh, are you ready to go? You know what else is black hole? Motherfucking citric acid. So everything within reason or whatever, you know? I can't imagine you guys living a great life if you think giving me black gold is part of it. Your life must suck. You get me? I'm gonna come back in the living room and say that for the people putting here. Is how many people out there trying to function in life and they don't even know where to start. You gotta drink out of this thing, my girl. You gotta wait, okay? Drink out of this thing and then you'll be good, okay? Learn how to drink out of that thing. Fuck. For Jesus' sakes, son, do something. I don't know if you've heard the song. If you were at Costco with me the other day, you heard it. Nappy Roots. Um, do something. I think that's the name of the song. I can't remember exactly. Uh, do 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 do. Ooh, that's scary. What's scary is being around you guys, but not in like a scary manner. In like a manner. How do I say it? Um, my life's so great. You could never bring me down, even if you killed me, because I would still improve my life. You know. Even if you kill me, my life would still improve. Figure it out. Go figure. Even if you killed me, my life would still improve. Yeah, so it looks like the powdered sugar didn't do anything to my agar plate. Nothing too special. On there I have, that's how I know it's nothing. The paper towels did more damage to the agar plate than the motherfucking powdered sugar. So here we are. I hope in the morning I get to pee out some more bugs before I take my kitty on a little walk-a-do. And that's it. That's all we can do. Kitty, you want to see with mama for a second? Here. Here, baby girl. Are you looking at my laundry basket for underwear too? Are you looking for underwear too? Come on over here. Come on over. Come on over, kitty. Yeah. Come on over. My little mouse boy now. Come on. I can't pet you. I just put tea tree on my hands. You're waiting to get petted? You gotta let the tea tree soak in my hands. What's that? You want me to turn this one on? I turn on this one. How funny was earlier? They're like, put the, like, what I wonder is, stay here. What I wonder is, what thoughts went into, here, kitty, let's get the camera, hold on. What thoughts did you have that went into you guys thinking, about putting the fucking powdered sugar? He put powdered sugar in his motherfucking shoe. Oopsie. Okay, stay here. He put powdered sugar in his shoe. What thoughts go into that? You're just like at home thinking like, I know how we're going to get her. We're going to make her go crazy. We're going to put the powdered sugar in the shoe. And then the roach is going to come in the living room. And she's going to go crazy because she's not going to know what it is. He should have known when I said microscope that he was fucked. Right? I didn't have it out, but I pointed to the case. If you understand anything, he didn't see it, maybe he doesn't know what it is. A microscope is just as powerful as a fucking gun. Right? That's what you use if you're doing firearms forensics, which I've done, if you're doing firearms forensics, you match striations using a microscope. So your ass gonna get caught regardless either way, whether it's powdered sugar or a bullet. Whether it's powdered sugar or a bullet. Somebody's like, I know how we could do two things at once. We could get a voice file where she goes crazy, and we're going to make the roaches come so that when we come, you're not coming tomorrow because I said no. Don't even waste your time. Right? I already said in my notice to you, should you come and make those repairs that you guys have planned, you might as well sign your fucking name on a manslaughter. Lick that. You got it, kitty. That's water. Learn how to use that thing. I'll be so happy if you lick that thing right now. That's clean water. That's how your water stays clean, girl. Can you do it? Oh, now you're licking tea tree oil. Don't do that. Right? Stop that. Lick that. That's water. Try it. That's why I got that shit for you, bitch. You don't know how to use it, though. That's the saddest thing. Only thing I can't teach my cats how to drink out of her water bottle. No, I can't hear V2K voices anymore. They're irrelevant. They're irrelevant when I put the motherfucking slide in the microscope and saw that it... Here, let's look at it. Because this is how fucking stupid you are. Whatever that is, powdered sugar. Right? You want to see what AI said? I'll show you what AI said. I didn't even have to look. I couldn't zoom in that close because I had it on, I think, a 10. And because I'm not wearing my glasses. If I take off my glasses, my close vision is better than my fucking contact vision. So I would have been able to see it more clearly. But... or focus it better, at least. Immediately, as soon as I saw that, I could tell that is not replicating, one. Right? Those crystals... while when they were first put on the slide were in a liquid. Here, we're going to talk about all the reasons why I'm fucking smarter than your ass. When I first put that shit on the slide, I saw that it dissolved. Boom. Powdered sugar for surezies. Right? Powdered sugar or whatever fucking nefarious shit you guys have going on. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And then... when you think about the texture of it, that's powdered sugar. You ever open a bag of powdered sugar and then the shit just blows everywhere and you're like, God damn. That's exactly what it did when I picked it up and tried to put it on the slide. I think that's exactly what I said too. God damn. Because I thought, oh my gosh, if this is something bad, I just made it worse. So... that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Why this matches a crystal powder? The cubic shape, straight ass motherfucking edges, crystalline structure where you could see through that shit. And then the occasional one was kind of yellow. That's cane sugar powder sugar. That came in a pink box. You got the good powder sugar. You didn't even use the cheap one. Might as well be like Tide. Ooh, you're rich. Right? That's what people think. That's what people use Tide for. They're like, people are going to think I'm rich. I use Tide. People are going to think you smell like way too many chemicals. People are going to think you bought into society way too much. Real motherfuckers are going to be like, oh, maybe I don't really like that person because they think that using name brand fucking laundry detergent is it. Like, I know that motherfucker's broke, but here he go with all the Tide he stole. Right? Because that's a thing. Tide theft is a thing. Isn't that crazy? Somebody wants to clean their clothes well so badly that they will go and steal a laundry detergent. I'm not saying that anybody stole it, but right? Like, that's how funny it felt when I was leaving Costco and the guy looked at my cart twice to look at my... Maybe he was surprised I wasn't getting Tide. He's like, this bitch got the Kirkland shit. Yeah, because Kirkland shit don't have no fucking scent. What is the scent? The scent is motherfucking chemicals. So if you ruin my Kirkland shit, it doesn't really matter to me because it was $11 or something. Not motherfucking 30. Right? So where did I get that from? Smelling all of you guys who use too much laundry detergent. Right? You think that more detergent's gonna help your clothes get cleaner. No, you gotta run a whole nother laundry cycle now. Your ass smell like motherfucking straight up chemical. That does not smell clean, not to me at least. Right? Imagine a bitch not being attracted to you because you smell like way too many chemicals. Why do you stink like that? That's what somebody asked me once before. Why do you smell like that? Okay, well, why do you smell like that? I'm gonna order some shit on Amazon right now. I'll be right back, okay? Hold on. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. It's for my microscope. You guys got me fucking started on a new motherfucking hobby. I can't help it now. Right? Do you know how nice it is? I got a whole box of motherfucking... Guess what this is? 2 boxes. I got 2 boxes of what the fuck is that? That's the most hilarious thing to me. 2 full boxes of what the fuck is that shit? Do you know how much that satisfies my everything? The only thing you're doing is preventing me from filling out the rest of the paperwork I need to fill out to report your asses. So I guess kudos to you. If that's your intention, you're doing a great job. Why? Because I'd rather enjoy my life than worry the fuck about reporting your ass. I'm not doing it because I don't have money. I'm doing it for principle. I rarely do anything for money. Only thing I do for money, I show up at work every day. I rarely do things for money. I would much rather not have money. Right? Like if you're talking about a universal income, what the amount of money that I make should be what universal income is. Right? That would satisfy a whole lot of broke ass fucking dummies. It would make smart people a little bit upset maybe if they have to work too hard. But all the dummies would be happy at least. Right? So if that's where we're headed towards a universal income, I make enough money to be fucking happy. And you don't have to buy all that shit. If you don't have motherfucking 10 kids who play sports, you don't need Tide. It's a preference. Well, you're broke. What did you just spend $30 on fucking laundry detergent for? Right. Oh my gosh, bitch says she can't. I don't think that they use Tide, but she said that maybe they need to. Um, she said she couldn't afford the good litter. The good litter, I spent $7. I'll say this over and over again: $7 on litter a month. Not even. Right. One of my litter bags might last more than a month. That's where it's hilarious to me. Said I can't afford a good litter. What do you mean? You're eating $15 worth of fried food right now. Can't afford the good litter, my fucking ass. You don't want to. You don't want to think about other options. You're stuck on the motherfucking. I gotta use Tide to fucking be fit in society. You should use Tide if you can afford Tide. How about that? Right, like I don't know if people see like, oh my gosh, she got her mom's money. She got money. No, I have to pay her back. So, you know how long it's gonna take me to pay her back if I go and get some fucking Tide? Right, my reality was 16. I think it was $16 for the Kirkland signature scent free shit. Whereas I paid $8 to do motherfucking like what 6 loads of laundry. 12 loads of laundry, not even 12 loads. Supposedly 12 loads, but it came out to like 4. Well, the size of the machine. So some of them I had to double up. But no, that's too expensive. I can't afford to keep buying motherfucking laundry detergent at the laundromat. Like, this is crazy. So yeah, the guy said something about he had to pay somebody $2,000, and I think that was to like remind me that I have to pay my mom a bunch of money. I'm not out here spending a bunch of money. You know, it cost me $6 for slide cover slips. I got 100 of them. And that's 100 fucking cover slips of motherfucking peace of mind. Microscope will fucking set you free. Right? I could be sure that's orange peel mold and it's stuck to a tar-like substance. I don't know what the tar-like. He put his hands on like some kind of glue or something. And they're trying to make me think that that's black mold. Black mold has a very distinct fucking structure to it. So as much as it may look or appear, that's how I know you guys are a bunch of fucking actors. Because if that's powdered sugar and the black mold is just orange, dead orange peel mold, all this shit is acting to try to make me get rid of myself. Right? I don't know how you guys think you're not doing anything illegal. If in the court of law I were to show the judge the fucking 3 notices I received for you guys to do nothing, you guys would have to pay nice fines. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so I guess we're done here for the night, right? You didn't get your voice file, or did you? I see you tomorrow. I had a great night. I ate dinner. My fucking shit's good. I gotta make sure my refrigerator's closed. And that's about it.